Alright, this is the first of the reflections videos in this series, Reflections 1, 2, 3. In this particular set of problems, we're going to look at how to reflect figures across the x and y axis, and then on the back side here, we're just going to write a rule for how each figure was reflected. It's always going to be across the x or y axis, so let's figure out. On this particular worksheet, you can see the y-axis has been labeled with a y, x-axis has been labeled with an x. Just to remind yourself, the y-axis is the vertical axis, in case it's not labeled for you. And then the x-axis is the horizontal axis. Okay, so reflecting this quadrilateral across the y-axis in number 1. Well, first thing you do, and it's the same for any reflection, you just count. Oh, hold on a second. Yes, Will?
Daddy, hold on.
You're not watching Kate and Mim Mim anymore? Okay.
Then you're gonna...
I'm making dinner for us. Okay.
Daddy.
So, you just count how far
Daddy.
each point is from the axis, and its reflection is that far on the other side. So F is one space from the y-axis, so its reflected image, F prime, is that far on the other side of the axis. For E, it's also one space from the axis, so its reflected image, E prime, is one space from the axis on the other side. Here, H is 1, 2, 3 spaces from the axis, so its reflected image, H prime, is 1, 2, 3 spaces in the other direction. So H prime. G is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces from the axis. So its reflected image is 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces on the other side. You just got to go ahead and connect the points. Of course, you want to make sure you connect them in the order. They're images in the order that the pre-images are connected, which is typically pretty easy to do. All right, and across the x-axis is pretty much the same deal, except you're just counting down to the x-axis instead of over to the y-axis. All right, let's take a look at the back side here. Here we have to decide what's the rule for the reflection. If you look here, if you take J to J prime and we kind of connect them with a line, okay? Look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces across. And so halfway between them is right here. And from K to K prime is 2 spaces. And halfway between it would be right here. So that means that the line that these two shapes are reflected across is right here. So that must be the y-axis. So reflect across y-axis. Now, in this case, you're going to say, duh, that was pretty obvious right from the beginning. What'd you do with all this space counting stuff? And I just wanted to point out that this is a similar method to what we'll use later on. So I kind of wanted to illustrate it because, you know, if you count J up to the line of reflection, its reflected image should be that far on the other side. So the line of reflection always passes between the midpoint of these 2 points. So, but that's something we'll use later on in the next video. All right, good luck with the rest of these. You'll find the answers online, except for one problem. I'll check that one on my own. All right, have fun.